Some people in Davenport hope city leaders will reconsider plans to restructure the Civil Rights Commission.
The City Council is expected to take the first vote of 3 on the proposal tomorrow night. The current plan before the Council is to replace the Commission with a new organization called the Human and Civil Rights Agency. That has some residents, activists, and organizations that support minority groups in the Quad Cities trying to get people to attend tomorrow's meeting. Local 4's Sean Logging joins us in the newsroom with their biggest concern. Sean?
Jim, Tiffany, the new agency will continue to investigate and hear discrimination cases like the current commission. The change will be an oversight with the agency's 7-member board, including 3 city council members. Those supporting the commission tell me that will erode the required independence of the office.
I think it needs to be a separate entity. I think the people need to be in charge of it. That way there's not a conflict of interest.
Andrew Arnold says he's been making the rounds at Davenport City Hall to voice his concerns and opposition to an ordinance, adding city council oversight to the city's Civil Rights Commission.
There needs to be a separate entity because the city itself works closely with landlords and businesses, and a lot of these folks that are having issues and problems are having them with landlords and businesses.
The commission is charged with hearing and investigating complaints of discrimination. Arnold says it wasn't a complete shock when the changes were announced, saying he's seen issues brewing between the city council and commission.
The director has butted heads with city officials on several occasions.
In a memo, Mayor Frank Klipsch writes the restructuring is to improve accountability and oversight of personnel, operations, and the new agency's budget, but the purpose and work of the office would be unchanged. But Director of the Civil Rights Commission, Latrice Lacey, who last week said Mayor Klipsch inappropriately touched her at an April meeting, says it would take away the independence state law requires her office to have.
It evokes an abuse of power. And this ordinance would further an abuse of power. So having elected officials being able to make decisions about what things are and are not worthy of investigation would be extremely concerning.
And if the changes go through, Arnold doesn't expect most people will notice.
They really don't know exactly what the commission does right now for the most part.
Arnold tells me if the commission was bigger, he believes it would work better. I spoke briefly with Mayor Klipsch today. He tells me he expects a robust discussion on this issue at tomorrow's meeting. I also reached out to all 10 of the Davenport aldermen and women. 2 of them tell me they're expecting changes will be made to the proposal at tomorrow night's meeting. In the newsroom, Sean Logging, Local 4 News.
And the City Council meeting starts at 5:30 tomorrow night. Sean, thank you.